Hi, my name is Ben, and welcome to Ben's Language Lab. Today, we're going to finish Tintin and the Secret of the Unicorn. I'm skipping the regular intro so that we can start learning as quickly as possible. Make sure that you're subscribed so you can watch more videos a lot like this one in the future. Let's get into it. If you remember from last time, the Thompsons were just on the phone talking that they were going to go talk to this old antique dealer to hopefully find the other parchments. They have two of them. Tintin has two of those little parchments with the secrets on them, but they're still missing one. And so they got to find it. Let's see what happens next. So then Thompson says, "Here, Thompson, hold my stick while I deal with this gentleman." And he gets ready, and then he pulls down his hat because that's what happened to them a couple of episodes ago. He's very upset. And they both walk away. Dum da dum da dum da dum. And so now, here are the three together. This is a little bit later, it looks like, as Tintin is trying to figure out what happens. They get the three scrolls together. This is probably a couple hours later. So we see number 1. That's a horrible 1. 1, 2, and 3. And so now Haddock is talking to himself as he's pouring more drink. "No, no, and no. You can go on hunting if you want to, but I've had enough. I give up. Blistering barnacles to that pirate Red Rackham and his treasure. I'd sooner do without it. I'm not racking my brains anymore trying to make sense out of that gibberish. Thundering typhoons, what a thirst it's given me." So they're hunting. They're trying to find the answer. But he's had enough, which means he's done. So he's giving up. "I give up. I'm done." Then he says, "Blistering barnacles, that Red Rackham and his treasure, poof. I'd sooner do without it." That's a bit of an old-fashioned phrase to say, I don't want it. Sooner, like now, I would do without it. I don't have it. I'm fine, right? I don't want it, basically. I'm not racking my brains anymore trying to make sense out of that gibberish. To rack your brains is to think hard. You're trying to remember something or figure something out, right? So in this case, they're trying to figure out what this means, right? All of this, these puzzles, these clues, and he's done. He's tired because it's all gibberish. Gibberish is when you speak nonsense. Ham sandwich, bucket of water, plastic, Duralex, that's just gibberish, random words. So then he says, "Thundering typhoons." He's upset. "What a thirst it's given me. I'm very thirsty." Let's keep going. But then suddenly Tintin says, "I've got it, Captain! I've got it!" And then he smacks him right in the face and his juice goes, and he gets water all over his face. The message is right when it says that it is from the light that light will dawn. What? From light that light will dawn is what he says. And so, look, I put them together and I hold them up to the light. So he's saying that he takes the paper and is holding it up to the light to see through it. Right? If you have paper, you can sort of see through it. Okay, not that paper. But with a light, it's easier because he can see the words over each other and hold them sailing in company in front of the light. Now see what comes through. He's showing he's holding up the paper to the light here, and then Haddock says, "Thundering typhoons! The numbers and letters are completed, and it gives us." And so that's this stuff here, right? 42, this symbol, this 7, all these, when they're combined, when they're overlapped like that, they're finished, right? They look like something. So here it is. So here they're all overlapping, right? 3 brothers, and then we get 20, 37, 42, north, or N, 70, 52, 15, west, or W. I don't know what it is yet. And so that's what they have after they put it all together. They have these numbers all completed. For 'tis from the light that light will dawn. Right, that's what it's saying. From the light, that light, I got it. Light will dawn. A latitude and longitude, he says. Latitude and longitude, that's that number, right? Number, so 40, whatever, 72, 77, 50 north. That's I assume the latitude, and then numbers, west is the longitude. And those are coordinates for somewhere on Earth, to find a specific point on the Earth. So we have what we call latitude and longitude to separate the Earth, and we can navigate and find where we want to go. Obviously, telling us where the unicorn sank. And so they're dancing, they're happy, woohoo! Snowy's even dancing with them too, right? So then Tintin says, now, Captain, when do we leave on our treasure hunt? When do we leave? He says, because they want to go. Tintin does. Tintin wants to find the treasure. Tintin wants to go on a treasure hunt. Let's see. First, we need a ship. We can charter the Cyrus, a trawler belonging to my friend, Captain Chester. Then we need a crew, some diving suits, and all the right equipment for this sort of expedition. That'll take us a little time to arrange. We'd better say a month. Yes, in a month we could be ready to leave. And so now Haddock is now thinking. He's a captain. He knows how to sail. He knows what he's doing. So they need a ship first, and they're going to get a trawler, which is usually a larger, slow ship, and that is his friend owns, Captain Chester. A crew is the people that work with you on the boat to make sure that everything goes well. So they need a team. They need people to work with. Some diving suits, because they have to go down to find the treasure, right? And so they're going to need suits to put on, a helmet so that they can breathe underwater and go down. So they also need the right equipment. There's a bunch of stuff that they're going to need, and that takes time. So he says about a month, which, of course, makes Tintin very excited. Red Rackham's treasure will be ours! Ha-ha! But of course it won't be easy, and we shall certainly have plenty of adventures on our treasure hunt. And you can read about them in Red Rackham's Treasure. And that is the end, right? Let's see. I think it is. Yeah, it is the end. And that is the end of the story. But because it continues in the next book or the next comic, Red Rackham's Treasure, which we will start in the next series, but I'm going to split it up. So I know this episode is much shorter than usual. I hope that that's okay with you. I thank you so very much for watching. If you liked this series of Tintin and The Secret of the Unicorn, make sure to leave your comment down below to let me know. What are some other things that you'd like to see? I'm thinking of doing Red Rackham's Treasure, right? We need to record that so we know what happens. But I'm also thinking of maybe doing some reading some books along with you to get a different kind of story. I like to read, and I think we can have a fun time reading some books in English together. I'd also like to try watching maybe some famous movies or maybe some TV shows, but I'm not exactly sure if I can do that on YouTube. I'll see. But I'd like to hear from you. What do you want to see? Do you want to see more comics? Do you want to see books? Let me know down in the description below. Thank you so much for watching and for enjoying. Make sure that you subscribe, and I'll see you again in the next series next time. Have a good one. Bye.